Yeah, getting right into the questions. Congratulations. By the time this interview is out, The Fabelmans is going to be out. So, what has this release kind of been like building up to it and soon having it out in the world?
Definitely amazing, but also a little strange at the same time. Obviously, I'm super excited that people get to see it, but I think at the same time it feels strange because we finished filming a year ago and we've
Mhm.
been waiting all this time, and now it almost feels like it's not mine anymore. It's everyone's.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, for anyone who hasn't seen the trailers or who hasn't seen all the news coverage, what can they expect from this movie?
Well, The Fabelmans is about Steven Spielberg's life and how he became the artist that he is. And you kind of just get to travel through things that inspired him, that were challenging, and ultimately what made him so strong and successful.
Yeah, and I mean, Steven Spielberg is a big name. What was that like for you, kind of stepping into his life and getting to be a part of the story?
I was definitely really honored. I mean, of course, I always get asked the question of what it was like working with Steven naturally, but it really is special. You watch his movies and see how magical they are and have such like a kindness and imagination. That's Steven. That really is him. And he's so kind and so gentle with us. He supports us. He always trusted us. I've never seen anything like it, really.
I feel like I have to ask, do you have like a favorite Steven Spielberg movie that you always watch?
Yeah, I definitely have to go with E.T. because there really isn't like a better movie to kind of just describe Steven himself. I think he put a lot of himself into that movie, probably, but also it's such a magical movie. Like, there are so many moments in film that you're like, wow, that shot or the lighting or that scene, it's all really good. So,
I mean, have you had the chance to see this movie fully yet?
The Fabelmans, I have
Yes,
seen it 3 times now.
three
It's
times.
definitely my favorite movie. But
Okay.
it actually is really good. It's a really beautiful film. But it actually has become my favorite movie. I mean, my opinion may be a little biased, but
It's not because you're in it. It's just it's a good
no,
movie.
just because it's a good movie.
Yeah, and I want to talk about what it was like portraying your character, Natalie. What was the inspiration you kind of took? Because it is kind of hard bringing a real person to life sometimes.
Yeah, I um I definitely didn't know too much about my character before I started to play her. Natalie was based off of Sue Spielberg, who I didn't really know. So I got to do tons of research and I tried to find everything I could about her, and the things I couldn't find or possibly know yet, I kind of just looked for clues in the script. And then I made some stuff up. I made a journal for Natalie.
Okay.
That were kind of just the things that I didn't know. However, I, of course, learned information during filming, so I kind of had to adjust her to continue to find her throughout filming.
Yeah, and do you have a favorite moment or memory from your time on this set?
Yeah, I do. I do say this a lot, but I definitely I think have to go with there's this day where we were gutting fish with Paul Dano
Okay.
and Julia Butters. And Julia Butters had lifted a piece of the fish above her mouth. And so I kind of like shoved her, but while like to get the fish away from her mouth, but I also shoved Paul Dano into the river. That day was fun. And then there was a day where it was our last day and we kind of just got to all be together, and it was a really important scene to the film, and those were my two favorite days.
I mean, it seems like this whole cast is very close. Would you work with any of these people again?
Oh my god, yes, I would love to work with all of them again. We really did become a family on set, and getting to see them at the different openings and premieres was really great because I got to see them again, and it was kind of like we had a family for a while. And I'm a little sad that I don't get to see them now anymore, and I miss them a lot. But I definitely would love to work with all of them again.
You never know, maybe it could happen.
Maybe.
But if you could describe this film as a whole in three words, what would they be?
Steven Spielberg's life.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, there's definitely a lot of words I could use for this, but I think the point of the film is to kind of show. Sorry, that's my puppy.
It's okay.
I got her yesterday. Um, But the point of the film is to kind of show what Steven's life was as a kid and kind of how he became so successful.
Mhm. I mean, this is your first major movie release. What have you kind of taken from this experience as a whole?
Definitely, I think something that's important, probably is to stay grounded, as I like to say, because like it's a lot getting to do all this stuff for the Fabelmans. But I think it's also important to kind of remember, like, I don't know, just to stay grounded. That's something that's kind of helped me throughout all of it.
And that's an important lesson in the industry. So props to you for learning that.
Thanks.
But my last question for you, I know you're just gearing up on this release. It's still exciting, but do you have any future projects that you could hint at or talk about?
I do have a movie that I will start filming soon that I'm very excited about. I can't say anything about it. However, I'm doing a musical here in Palm Springs, the Fun Home. Well, just Fun Home, but I'm playing young Allison. But yeah, I have a movie that I'm going to start soon.
Okay, so you're keeping busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, congratulations on everything, and I can't wait to see what your future holds.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It was really fun.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time. It was great talking to you.
It was great talking to you too.